Hi, this is Mick from Nonsense Inc.
Hey, this is Chris from Nonsense Inc.
It is, August 12th as the calendar reads?
Wait, what?
August 12th.
Oh.
As the calendar reads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We suddenly became
Smart.
Old English.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for fuck's sake, man. I don't want to say the same thing every time.
You look at a calendar, you don't read a calendar.
Then how will I know what's certain? How will I know when Boxing Day is?
Nobody knows when Boxing Day is.
The calendar does, so when I fucking read it, I'll know.
All right. I'll read a book, you read the calendar, we'll be okay.
All right. Interesting shit happened on August 12th.
A lot of shit, actually.
We do have a pretty good-sized list here. Let's see. I'll do a couple, you do a couple.
All right.
How's that sound? 1492, Columbus hit the Canary Islands on his way to the New World. And they're really not that far from Spain. I don't know why.
I don't know where they're at.
They hadn't found them.
I never took geography.
Yeah, so and then 1851, Isaac Singer got his patent for his sewing machine. Let's see. 1865, Joseph Lister performed the first antiseptic surgery.
In 1883, the last quagga, is that right?
Yeah, I believe that's how it's pronounced.
All right. It died in an Amsterdam zoo. And that was what? What were they?
A quagga was a looking through, or when I looked it up, it was a plains zebra, and the stripes start at the head, and
then they stop.
Yeah, they stop midway through the body, and then it's just one coat.
In 1898, Hawaii lowered their flag in Iolani.
Yep.
The Iolani Palace. They lowered the flag and replaced it with the American flag.
Yeah, it was an elaborate ceremony for the annexation of Hawaii by the United States.
And then in 1914, the United Kingdom declared war on Austria and Hungary, along with the rest of the British Empire, basically starting World War One.
Yeah. Yeah, and then let's see, what do we got here? We're going to fast forward almost 100 years to 1977, the first free flight of the space shuttle. You wrote spaceship.
Well, yeah, that's what you write. Is that wrong?
It's not really a spaceship. It's
What?
Anyway, the Enterprise.
UNSC, man.
The Enterprise. And basically that was they put that motherfucker piggyback on a NASA-owned 747, got up really high, and then released it and let it glide back down. And so that's what free flight means, because it's...
They got really high? Is that what...
Yes, and then they got low.
Uppers and downers.
Stop it.
No.
1981. Let's see. The first IBM PC is released. And then in 1990, Sue, the most complete Tyrannosaurus Rex fossil was found in South Dakota by Sue Hendrickson. Let's see here. 1994, there was a MLB strike. Major League Baseball did not have a World Series in 1994 because of such things. Well, I mean, they wanted better conditions and whatnot. I get it. So, yeah. So that shit was canceled. And then in 2000, the Russian submarine Kursk exploded during a training exercise in the Barents Sea. 118 men passed away. So, Chris, why don't you go through some of the births we got?
All right. So we got Erwin Schrödinger. And if you don't know who he is, look him up.
Or do you?
Well, it was in 1887 when he was born.
Okay, so I have to make a joke about this because...
Is he dead yet?
Well, yeah. Because I'm assuming I didn't see any notes if he was in a casket or not. So,
is he in a box?
Is he not in a box? Is he dead? Is he alive? Who knows?
God, I'm sorry. Norris McWhirter?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
He was born in 1925.
Yep, and he is the co-founder of the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, and this one's my all-time favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Jacques Tits.
Yeah. He was a Belgian and French, or a Belgian/French mathematician. We just included him because his last name is Tits.
That was 1930. George Hamilton was born in 1939.
Yeah, man's skin is like fucking leather.
It always has been, though.
I know.
Like, at first it was like the smooth leather.
Yeah, now it's
and now it's the leather that you get secondhand.
Right, exactly. I mean, for fuck's sake, he's gonna make somebody a nice purse one day.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I know you will.
So Mark Knopfler.
Dire Straits. Yeah, Knopfler.
Yeah.
Mark Knopfler.
He was born in 1949, and you had to explain that to me.
What, 1949, or who Mark Knopfler was? Okay, who Mark Knopfler was. So, fantastic guitarist. He was the lead guitarist and singer for Dire Straits. And Chris knew both Dire Straits, the name of the band, and songs that were by them, but didn't.
There was no connecting.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Didn't bridge that gap there.
Bruce Greenwood.
Oh yeah, he's in the new Star Trek movies.
Oh yeah, he was the captain and then the admiral, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We skipped one. Jim Beaver.
Don't know who he is, but love his last name.
Yeah, he was Bobby on Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy that always has balls.
Okay. Yep. I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
In 1907, Joe Besler.
Yeah.
Besser.
Yeah, he was one of the 7 men known as the Three Stooges. He was went by Curly Joe Besser. Seven actors were known as the Three Stooges because they came and went.
Were they breathing heavy?
Maybe, I don't know.
1963.
Okay.
Sir Mix-a-Lot was born.
He still loves them big butts.
He can't lie.
He's telling the truth.
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Well, he's black. He's gonna love them big butts.
In 1965, Peter Krause. I think
it's Krause.
Yeah,
in that instance.
he was born, and you may not know who he is, but you've definitely seen him in a bunch of different movies.
Okay.
Pete Sampras. He was born in 1971. And also, one of our favorite actors ever, and if he's not yours, he should be, Michael Ian Black.
Oh, yeah.
Was born in 1971.
Definitely a good actor.
Well, thank you, Rain Man. Yeah, you walked into that one.
Yep, I did.
So, who was famous that passed away?
I was going to say, back on topic here. We got 1964 Ian Fleming, and if you don't know who he is, then
he's awesome.
The man lived an amazing life. He
was a spy.
He was British SAS. He was a spy, and then he fucking wrote James Bond.
Yeah.
And so, we got 1982. Henry Fonda passed away. For any of you Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy fanatics, Merv Griffin passed away this day in 2007.
Sad day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of my favorite shows, Jeopardy. Love that show. Mostly because I know a lot of like useless, weird, off-the-wall fucking facts. We got Les Paul passed away this day in 2009.
Now, why was he important?
He probably designed one of the... Well, as a musician, he was good in his own right, but he produced one of the most, I would say, most iconic guitars ever made by the Gibson Company. Well, period, but it was made by the Gibson Company. It was the Les Paul model. They're great. They always sound great. I've owned a couple. I have one now.
5.
Not Les Paul's.
Oh, okay.
Not Les Paul's, but there's not a bad one in the lot. Whether you buy a really expensive one or like bottom of the barrel. No, not Walmart. No, not without the Gibson or Epiphone name. It's not a Les Paul. 2014, Lauren Bacall passed away this day as well.
Yeah, that's sad.
And that does it for this day in history. So we're going to pause before we get to our next topic because...
you're going to like it.
Yeah.
I promise. We like it.
Yeah, we like it. Yeah. But we're going to pause and, I don't know. Well, we're just going to... I'm fucking half an idiot today, so I apologize. Yeah, we're going to pause. We'll be right back.
Half?
Today, I'm half. I moved up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
All
right, we'll be back. All right, so we're back.
Yeah, what's our topic for the evening, Mick?
Beer.
Told you we liked it.
B-E-E...
E.
R.
Fuck. Damn it.
There's only two E's in beer.
I thought it was funny. Beer.
Beer. We love it.
We do.
You love it. You know you do, otherwise you wouldn't be listening to this shit.
So, Mick, what's your all-time desert island top 5 favorite beer?
There's so many.
Well, yeah.
Depends on the mood. But my basic... let's see.
No, your favorite. Not your everyday, not your... Well, what's your favorite beer you've ever had?
Oh, ever? Oh, shit. Well, I mean, I guess I never really gave this thought when I was writing down the show notes.
Well, I surprised you with the topic.
Yeah?
And we used it, so that surprised me.
You can't really go wrong with beer. It's beer.
Right.
But I don't know. One of my top 5 favorite beers.
Yeah, let's put it in the list. It doesn't have to be your all-time favorite, but like your top 5. What is one of those beers on the list?
Guinness.
Yeah, you fucking stole the word out of my mouth.
Yeah.
And
I will drink a pint of Guinness faster than the bartender can pour a pint of Guinness. Like, I'm not even kidding. There's video of me somewhere doing it.
That is hilarious.
It is.
It takes so long to pour the pint.
But it doesn't. But not really. I mean, if you do it right, yeah, you do it half. But if they were to just let it go,
well, then it would be 3/4 head.
well, depending on the tap system, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times that happens. But yeah, man, that great flavor, and it's not.
Yep.
It's not. People think it's a heavy beer. It's not.
It is and it isn't.
It's black. It is fucking opaque. It is a dark beer, but it is not like. Well, okay. People say, "Oh yeah, Guinness is the beer that eats like a meal." It's not. It's not as heavy as people really think it is.
Right.
I mean, and I don't, and we'll touch on this later. I don't necessarily drink beer when I'm eating. I'll drink something non-alcoholic.
Right.
When I drink fast and I drink in large quantities, and I just don't want to be like fucking mawing down on a cheeseburger and with a bun, and 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 have nothing to accompany with,
Right.
So usually if I'm drinking beer with a meal, it's going to be something that is going to accent the meal, complement, like pairing wine.
Right.
That sort of
Okay.
thing.
So you stole my all-time favorite, but one of my top 5 favorites.
Well, we had 2. We can each have one.
Well, yeah.
Like a Guinness apiece. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But so I'm going to use my alternate
Okay.
for the answer, and it's going to be Left Hand Brewery Milk Stout.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Yeah.
That is a really good one. You care to elaborate?
I mean, it's smooth like Guinness is, but I mean, it's just the flavor is super, super good. Like, I mean, if you're gonna drink one beer a day.
Well, milk stouts are very. What's the word I'm looking for? And don't say milky.
I was gonna say creamy.
Just as bad.
But no, they're smooth.
Yes, smooth. They have a really nice finish. You can drink them with a meal or without.
There's no weird aftertaste.
I mean, it's not a daily chugger. Like,
no.
I'm here to get fucked up.
No.
But it's
no.
You know.
So
that's good. That's a good after mowing the lawn. I want to cool off and sit in front of the TV
and have a beer.
Sipper.
Yeah. So what is your everyday drinking beer? No.
I'm gonna. Yeah. No.
It's awful.
It is. It is awful. But it's cheap and it gets me drunk. Natty Light. Because now I can get 15 for the price of 12. 15 beers for under $8.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it is flat out
like
fucking
52
piss water.
cents a beer.
It is piss water.
It's not Miller Lite.
No, but it's Miller Lite's actually. I mean, it's better than Natty.
Yeah, no.
Well, that shit's quote unquote triple hop brewed. We better be getting royalties out of this shit.
So mine's Bud Light.
Right.
Because everybody has it.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. You go into a bar and Bud Light. They've got it.
Yeah, regardless. It might be on tap. They might have it in a bottle or both.
Yeah.
You know, so there's that. That is a good one. But now that they got their Bud Light Orange now, which I don't know, it's kind of weird. I've tried it. Bud Light Lime, dude, is actually pretty good.
Baskin Robbins. That's all.
When they have 31 flavors, then call them Baskin Robbins.
How many do they have?
I don't know, 3. So
no, there's Bud Light Ultra.
No,
or is that? I mean,
that's Michelob.
No, in the aluminum cans.
Well, they got in a blue can bottle. They got Bud Light Platinum.
Yeah, so that's 4.
Yeah. Okay. So
Ultra, Platinum, Gold.
Ultra's Michelob though. Knucklehead.
I don't drink either.
Don't argue beer with a guy that sells it for a living.
All right. So, okay, you've been a lot of places, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What is a beer that you can't get here that you really enjoy? Geographically, like they don't.
Yeah,
bring
it just
here.
doesn't distribute. Yeah. Well, I'll give you 2. One is pretty mainstream. It's Yingling Lager.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good shit, man. It is really good. America's oldest brewery. And man, that beer is very, very smooth. Can or bottle doesn't matter. I mean, you're not gonna have a bad time drinking it unless you obviously drink too fucking much. It's a Pennsylvania beer, and they do not up until they still might not. They were not distributing it west of the Mississippi, so you had to either be out there or go there and get it and bring it back.
Okay, so you can't mail order beer? Is that?
You can actually.
Can you?
Yeah, I don't think it's...
No, I was just curious. It just occurred to me.
Yeah, when I was living out in Oregon, one of the guys I worked with did that all the time.
All right.
Like, he found stuff that he liked, and actually the guy that brought me the Yingling that I have now does something very similar. He's part of like a beer club, and it's people living in different states
where I got
where it's available.
Yeah.
But it's also showing, like, bringing him new beer. So like he'll be like, he's a big IPA drinker.
Oh, so it's fuck.
It's all right. Hey, I like IPAs.
No.
Yeah, no, I know. I get it. That's fine. Yeah. But so he signed up, and for X amount a month, these people in different states will send him IPAs.
So it's like the crazy boxes that you buy online now, where they like send you a bunch of shit, and except you have to accept this.
He doesn't. Yeah,
you can't just like say, no, I don't like this half a beer, I'm going to send it back to you.
Right. He doesn't always know what he's getting, but yeah. So there's that, and then when I was in New York a few months ago, I had this. It was called Mermaid Pilsners from the Coney Island Brewing Company, and that is in my top 5. That is probably one of the best beers I've ever had.
All right, so now you got 2.
Yep.
I got 2.
Yep, go for it.
All right. No, in the top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
So the one that I hate that we can't get anymore is the milk stout from Left Hand Brewery.
Right.
It's out of Colorado. They changed their distribution lines, and now we can't have it anymore.
Colorado, like...
Fucking... It's like 8 hours.
Yeah, Denver's like 8 hours away.
Yeah.
Driving.
I mean, it used to come straight through, and then they must have changed the lines, and now it doesn't come anywhere near this side of the state, I guess.
Yeah, because we're literally on the east border of Nebraska.
So, what do you think? Flavor or alcohol content?
Why not both?
Well, okay.
So, like I had just stated a few minutes ago, I lived in Oregon for a little while. And, microbrews are popping up everywhere. And one of the places that I frequented in town had they're IPAs. It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not.
It's all right.
It's America.
For fuck's sake, man. They had 2 IPAs, and they both had a really good flavor. They were different. One of them was 9% alcohol by volume even, and the other one was 9.99999 whatever.
Repeating.
Yeah.
You can just say that. You don't have to say.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
People can math.
Yeah, or can't. Also, as the alternative. But yeah. Oh my God, man! Why do I even spend fucking time with you?
Because I live here.
Why did I even offer? For fuck's sake! All right. But yeah. So. I'm having a fucking verbal diarrhea here.
Half an idiot.
Yes, half an idiot. I think the other half's idiot too. We're not even drunk yet.
There's no disagreement anywhere.
We're working on it. We're working on it. But yeah. So unfortunately for you, they were both IPAs, but they did have some others. Well. Shit, I got a good friend of mine lives in Denver, and when I go out and visit him, there are a lot of nitro milk stouts out there, not necessarily just by Left Hand Brewing, but
right.
And some of those nitro beers,
they're amazing.
Yeah, and they are a little bit more in the they get a little more oomph,
right,
a little more octane to them. But they still have a good flavor. I mean, you get a piece of shit beer like Steel Reserve, which is like I could be.
It's like 9%.
Yeah, but
it tastes like fucking piss.
Yeah, I took the one time I tried it. I took a sip out of it. I spit it back into the can, and then dumped
Did you hand it back to the clerk?
No. I dumped the can in the fucking toilet, and I flushed 3 times just to make sure it was out of the fucking house.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and then the next time I went shooting, like target shooting, I brought the shotgun and
just shot the fuck out of the can.
Yeah, I didn't bring any other targets. There was nothing left of that fucking thing when I was done with it. Yeah,
that's how bad you disliked the Steel Reserve.
Oh my God.
What about Thunderbird?
Nope.
Okay.
Not even if I was homeless and I had a lifetime free supply. I would use it for a trash fire, to fuel my trash fire.
Aluminum? Yeah. No. I'm sorry.
I couldn't help that.
Yeah, you had to.
I know.
It was right there.
I've got these buttons here and I want to press them.
Yeah, so we're talking about...
I like that one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
You distracted me.
I know.
Ooh, something shiny.
Yeah.
Piece of candy.
Yeah. All right, so
alcohol versus flavor.
Well, and I mean, so the Natty Light that I'm drinking right now is lower alcohol content than, like 5% is probably like the main, like more. What's the word I'm looking for? Common. One of the most common.
Yeah, we're not Utah.
Yeah. Or Oklahoma.
Or Oklahoma.
Fucking near
poor
shit. I was on a layover in Salt Lake, and they had a 8.5% something out there they sold at the airport.
No shit.
Yeah. And it was delicious.
So, okay, I'm going to go for flavor and alcohol content.
Yeah, why not both, remember?
Old Rasputin.
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
11%.
Yeah.
It comes in a fucking 4-pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was one time when I worked at the factory, we got off work, went to the liquor store, bought some beer, because that's generally what we did.
It's an even 9%. I just looked it up.
Oh, is it 9?
But it's still high octane. You know, it's good with a great flavor. So tell your story.
My boss and I, we split the 4-pack, and I think there was some other beer involved as well as that. But when I got to work that night, my boss says, "How you doing?" Well, I might be still a little bit drunk. He's like, "Yeah, me too." And off he goes on the fucking forklift. Like,
nice. You want to ride?
It was a hell of a morning, actually.
Morning.
Well, I worked nights.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense then.
Okay, so what do you think about microbrews?
I'm for them.
Can you elaborate, or is
yes.
that it?
Yes, I can. I will, too.
Oh, awesome.
So, a lot of times you'll go to a restaurant, you have all these mainstream beers, you got your Budweiser, your Miller, your Coors, all.
Yeah.
But a lot of restaurants nowadays, and there's a couple in Lincoln that are pretty good.
Restaurants or breweries?
Restaurants, microbreweries, a combination.
Okay. Yeah.
So their beer and their menu coincide, so that you can,
so it says which one to go with what meal.
Right.
Yeah.
And so a lot of these restaurants popping up around the country, or microbrews popping up around the country, are adding restaurants, or vice versa. A lot of restaurants are starting to brew their own beer on the premises.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really neat thing. It's
Laszlo's is the one that comes to mind.
Yeah, up in Lincoln. Yeah.
Yep.
And they do have really good food, and they have really good beer.
Yeah. You can eat shark there.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
And you should.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Shark is tasty.
Laszlo's, pay us, please.
Fuck, I'll plug them for free. I don't give a shit.
It's super good food, and they have Empyrean is their brewing company.
Yes.
And then there's what is it? Blue Blood? That's the new one.
Yeah, I have not been there.
Zipline.
Zipline, yeah, great beer. Haven't been to the.
Go to their tap room.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
Yeah, it's fabulous. You can get a flight of whatever,
A flight?
Yeah, it's called a flight. So they're shot glasses.
Oh, so it's a little sampler.
So you can taste.
Okay.
Each of the beers that they make.
You don't have to spit it back in like a wine tasting.
Well, no,
you're not a guy with a bucket.
You're there to get drunk.
Okay, yeah, it's a tap room. Yeah.
But no, I had a buddy who was the first guy that was hired outside of the family to work there. So it's the whole family that runs this brewery, and he was the first guy outside of the family to do that. And now he lives in Colorado, and he works for Left Hand Brewing.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, and that brings us around to another topic of home brewing.
Yeah, I want to start doing that. There's only one bathtub.
You don't use that for. It's not. God damn it! No, you don't use the bathtub for that.
Then what's a bathtub for?
It's not moonshine.
I thought that moonshine was the toilet.
No, moonshine is a bathtub.
Oh, wine. Toilets for wine.
Yeah, toilets for wine when you're in prison.
Yes.
That's
yes.
No,
yes.
I've actually, one of my good friends does a lot of home brewing, and so I've helped out on several occasions, several batches.
So does he have? Because I've seen like home brewing kits where it has all everything you need, and you just put water and you dump all the shit in this like.
No. Okay.
And then
you can buy it. But no, he goes out and selects. I mean, there's a couple of stores he frequents, and
so he buys the raw ingredients.
He buys the hops. He buys all of the ingredients, and then measures them out. I've ground them through a hand grinder so that they're fine, and then
he's gesturing a hand grinder right now.
Yeah, well, that's one way to interpret it.
It looks like he's reeling in a fish.
Yeah. But no, like, so he actually does it. He doesn't just go to the store and buy the ingredients. He actually buys the raw ingredients.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, he buys the fresh ingredients.
So great big, like, think the bags that lawn mulch comes in.
Okay.
Right? And that's the hops.
Right, okay.
Right, so you measure it out, and you weigh it, and then you...
Here's 1 hop.
Yeah.
Here's 2 hops.
No.
Here's 3 hops.
I'm not going to bop you on the head. So he goes out and he buys these ingredients and then puts them together, and then it's boiling the water, all of it together, and then letting it cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, there's a million. I've only ever helped.
Right.
He's like, hey, can you grab that for me? Hey, can you grind these hops? Hey, can you?
Forceps.
I don't have the experience.
You were a beer nurse.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
And then you let it settle down, and then you either...
So what, does it sit in the corner and think about what it did?
No, you let it cool.
Yeah, I know.
And,
it was just a little bit over your head.
Yeah, that went way... Oh, Jesus.
I couldn't help it. I stole these buttons from Steve, and I'm going to use them.
Where is Steve?
Don't know. I think he found out where he lived, where we live, because... the last couple of days, I've been finding like a dead bird right outside my door. I think he's bringing us presents, hoping we'll accept him back.
So, where was I?
Beer nurse.
Yeah, beer nurse. So I was helping him do this, and it was just like, hey, I'm going to do this, you can drink it in a month.
Yeah.
Because you have to let it sit, and you put the yeast in, and then
it rises like a nice bread.
No, it ferments.
Yes, I know.
I need to take those buttons from you because there's about 3 of them I could use right now. Yeah. So then you let it ferment, and then, like I said, it's like a month and a half.
Right. Depending
on how strong you want it to be.
Exactly.
Right?
Right. I mean, and you have to have, like, it's one of those things you can kind of like cut corners. You have to follow the recipe very, like to the T.
Yeah, and so he got really, really into it, and to the point where there was. Do you remember when you were a kid at like the bowling alley?
Yes.
And so they had the.
I couldn't find my parents because all the smoke that was in there.
Plus, you had to go out of the arcade.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, so they had these little, like... pony keg is not the right term, but, like, the carbonated, where that was where the syrup came. It wasn't in a box. It was in a little keg that was a cylinder, about yay tall. I'm gesturing about
I think I know what you're
3
talking
feet,
about.
Right? Like, so he had a friend who got out of brewing. And so he got a whole bunch of these little kegs from him.
Oh, okay.
And so then he got himself a deep freeze, raised up the deep freeze with a 2x6, so extended the hinges so that the 2x6s were the rim. So the lid came down on the 2x6s and sealed, and then he made himself a kegerator for multiple kegs.
Ah, brilliant.
And then drilled the taps through the 2x6, so you didn't even have to open the thing. You could just pull the tap.
Nice.
On the separate beers, and it was all chalk painted, so you could write the different types of beer underneath the keg.
Oh, that's pretty thin shit, man.
Yeah, no, he got really, really into it.
That is kind of
nice. And it was super good, always. It didn't matter if he...
So he made more than one type.
Right, yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, style.
Right, yeah. He made
As the lingo
multiple
goes.
beers, and he always had 3 or 4 kegs in this massive kegerator. Like,
Sounds like a thirsty guy.
well, I mean, you know, if you're paying for it one way or the other,
I'm like me. If I buy something, I'm gonna fucking use it.
right? Like, if you get excited about something, like, fucking go for it.
Yeah, balls to the wall.
And so he did, and so, I mean, it's cheaper for him to brew it than it is for him to buy it.
So what do you drink after that? During that first month of him making it?
Usually, like, Keystone or High Life. I mean, it
Well,
wasn't,
yeah. So
you know,
another like shit beer that'll just fuck you up and
it was cheap.
yeah,
Yeah, like your natty.
yeah. Well, I'm not. You know, it's
I'm not dissing your natty.
no, I'm not, I know you're not. That's what I'm saying. It's like to each his own. Like
Yeah.
whatever flavor you want. But yeah. So no, that's and like I said, I've always wanted to do something like that. It's just
It's a lot of work, though.
yeah. And we
I mean-
like I don't know about you. I don't have the time. Like I got a bunch of different.
Well, I mean,
things
like,
that I do.
you can do it in like 3 hours. You can brew a keg. 3 or 4 hours on the
Really?
Sunday. Yeah. As long as you know what you're doing and you have something to put it into.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing.
And see, that's the other thing is like there were these giant, like the old water cooler bottle type deals.
I
that
kinda-
you would put it in and you would plug the fucker in.
Yeah.
Then you let it sit for a month.
So like for me, I would be more in tune with making a still.
Yeah, I'm not going blind, dude. Well, I might be, but for a different reason.
I was gonna say. Oh, that is actually pretty fucking funny.
I masturbate a lot.
Yeah, I think they got that.
Well, I hope so. All right. So
Moving right along. Moving right along. What's the next one?
we've talked about pairing with food.
Yeah. No.
Right. So.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, this is a good
yeah.
one. Okay, so I had a buddy who was. You would call him a beer snob.
I'd probably call him a cocksucker.
No, this is Mark.
No, I know.
This is the guy that works in Colorado for the brewery now.
Yeah.
Right? He got so into beer, and I mean, there was like 4 shelves on the wall that had 18 different glasses on the shelf.
Okay.
And he would know, based on the beer that you chose, which glass to put it in.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean...
To make it taste like Sam Adams has their beer glass, right?
Yes.
For Sam Adams.
Yep.
Right? So based on the type of beer, it wasn't even specifically brand.
Right.
It was like, you know, this is a Belgian white, it goes in this glass. And it makes a huge difference. Like if you I'm not using beer snob in the derogatory
Right.
term.
No.
Like
I
he
get
just
it.
knew he's fucking shit.
Right.
And so, like, your Belgian white goes in this type of glass.
Yeah, like...
And if you drink it out of the bottle, it's good.
Right.
If you drink it out of the glass,
It's gooder.
it's 50% better. It's designed that way. Like, you should drink it out of that glass because that glass
Was
brings
built-
out the flavor.
was built for that,
to-
yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Stella has their chalice and...
Yeah.
And, like you said, Sam Adams has their...
I think it's either Goose Island or 308.
312.
312. That's... Why do I always say 3? I like Eminem. So 312, they make a glass, and if you buy a 6-pack during a certain time of the year, you get a
6
free
beers.
glass,
Oh, you get okay.
right? Yeah, you can get 6 beers. No, I'm going to buy a 6-pack. Oh, you can have one of them. No.
Well,
So-
that was the whole... we'll touch on this later, advertising, but remember the old
Yeah.
commercial with the Heineken and the Heineken holiday 5-pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that.
Benicio del Toro.
No,
No, he's good. I like him.
but different commercial, knucklehead. Anyway, continue.
Okay, so you get a
your-
free
you get your
glass, right? And I did that and got like 4 of them.
Okay.
Over time, not at the same time. Anyhow,
They didn't
like,
come in 24 packs.
I eventually decided that I was going to try a different beer in that glass.
Okay.
So I tried the champagne of beers in that glass.
And did you immediately regret that decision?
No, it tasted way better.
Really?
Yeah. Same type of beer.
Fair enough.
So it opens up the flavor. Oh my god, it was so good. Like, I mean, it's crazy. But then there's the other type of beer snob.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, you go ahead with this one. You have way more experience.
Oh, well, yeah, I deal with them all the time. It's like
fuck, you're out of Bud Light. Damn it.
Yeah, or even, do you have such and such? That's all I'll drink. I ran into a guy once. I was telling Chris a story earlier. Like High Life is not a bad beer by any stretch. And I ran into a guy that basically that's all he drank, and he was being real fucking. If High Life is all that you drink, you have no business being a beer snob. Like, seriously, if that's
the be all end all of your beer of choice,
yeah, like in your top 5, then you can't be a beer snob. You just can't. I mean, and again, I'm not dogging on High Life. I'll enjoy it from time to time, But
says the guy who likes Miller Lite.
And here's the thing: I can drink it out of a can or a bottle on draw. I cannot.
Okay, that makes more sense then. The time that the Bud Light keg went out and I ordered Miller Lite, I immediately regretted that decision.
Yeah, like, and I can choke it down because it was happy hour. I mean, it was cheaper.
Yeah,
I'm poor. So that's that. But you get these, and it's a two-way street with beer snobs. How do I put this delicately?
Don't.
Fucking hipsters. Now I get it, but hipster.
You got your glasses, you got your beard, you've got your women's pants,
and your typewriter in my bar.
It's a
typewriter.
Fuck.
People have come into my bar with a fucking typewriter.
I've never seen it go that far.
Yeah. And like I'm not at first they're like, do you have coffee? Yeah, I have coffee. Cream, sugar. Well, do you have like a vanilla mocha fucking fuck you, go to Starbucks. I got coffee.
I burned my mouth.
Yeah, I got fucking folders. That's what I have.
I burned my mouth because I drank this before it was cool.
Yeah.
You said coffee. You walked into that one. Ah! Fuck. Damn it.
That one you deserved.
I need a better relationship.
Anyway, so you have these people coming in, but now on the plus side,
there's a plus side to hipsters.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it the plus side to like the don't drink yet because I'm gonna fucking wear it. Right. The plus side to like the 2010s hipster uprising is that these microbrews are now popping up, and they're providing and they're putting out good products.
Right. But that started way before.
Right, but it's now becoming more prevalent and common.
Well, okay, so for example, Fat Tire. Love that beer. Top 5.
You held up 3 fingers.
It's because it's my third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I give you that.
Yeah.
I give that one, yeah.
No, when I was in Oregon in like 2004, 2005, somewhere in there.
Okay.
They had Fat Tire out there.
Mm-hmm.
At an Applebee's. It's a microbrew that started in Kansas City.
Right. Was it Kansas City?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was.
Yeah. No, it's totally Kansas City.
Right.
So, and if I'm wrong on that, Mick's going to hit me again.
Yeah.
So,
No, go ahead. Tell your story. I'll look it up.
no, it was just there. And so microbrews have been around for a long time.
Right.
But you're right that they are getting more and more popular because these kids are like, oh, yeah, I had that before you did. Am I wrong?
Kind of. I got New Belgium Brewing Company, 100% employee-owned craft brewery located in Fort Collins, but that does not mean it began in Fort Collins. They have 2 breweries, one in Fort Collins and one in Asheville, North Carolina. So, yeah, you're probably inaccurate.
Yeah, I'm probably inaccurate.
That's a nice way of saying you're fucking wrong.
Fuck.
That's all right. That was the back of my hand. But no, it is good. Actually, I did off topic. I heard a lot about or something interesting about New Belgium Brewing Company. If you work for that company for, and I don't know the exact year, so I'm just going to assign random years to it, but like your 5-year gift is they give you a nice looking bicycle, and if it's 10 or 15, I don't remember exactly what it was, you get a trip. They send you to Belgium.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. My buddy actually won one of the liquor store drawings for the bicycle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is a nice looking bicycle.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even, and
it didn't hurt that he was roommates with Mark, that works at the brewing company.
yeah.
And the liquor store was a half block away.
Oh, well, there's
So
convenience
every
right there.
single time we went to the liquor store, you
There was-
write like 5 different entries. You put
Drop them in the box.
drop them in the box. Yeah. I think that the guy said when they drew the name, he looked at it afterwards, and it was like 3/4 of my buddy's name.
Oh, well,
He won.
yeah. So, yeah, so, these fucking hipsters and their typewriters
And their haircuts.
and their fucking beards. Fucking beards. Anyway,
Wish I had a fucking beard.
you have a beard.
No, a fucking beard.
Oh, yeah, you don't get laid. You don't get laid.
All right, so these hipsters.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so the need, they almost, law of supply and demand, they almost created the demand for new and improved, or not necessarily improved, but new and different styles of beer.
Well, and flavor and
Yeah, it's styles, yeah. So, so I do credit them with that, because
we have to.
I mean, I love drinking beer. You love drinking beer.
Yeah.
These people like drinking beer, and if they don't, then they're drinking something. They have to be drinking something to listen to this shit.
Okay, so that brings us to beer versus liquor.
Depends on
Or
the mood.
wine.
Depends on the mood.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
But which one is better to start on?
Oh, for a night, if you're trying to get fucked up.
No, I'm just saying for the next morning.
Oh, like you're gonna start drinking in the morning, as I occasionally do.
No, like which? Okay, the beer before liquor.
Never been sicker liquor before beer. You're in the clear.
Right.
Doesn't matter. Mix them. Don't be a fucking pussy.
Yeah, just
don't
don't switch.
don't overdo
at
it.
11:30 at night.
Well, you
when
can.
you've been
You
going
just-
since 3.
Yeah. Oh
Like-
well. Yeah. There is that. I mean, it's
If you switch from beer at 11:30 at night to liquor,
or backwards. I mean,
It's a bad
It doesn't
day.
really matter. I mean, if you're an adult that's somewhat responsible, you should know what your limit is.
right?
And so switching really isn't the deal. It's not like taking some fucking Oxy and then doing 3 shots of Jaeger. You know.
Well, and then the Coke.
Well, that'll wake you up, I guess. But no, it's not like doing some Oxy and then doing 3 shots of fucking Jaeger. It's not going to compound if you do beer then liquor or liquor then beer. It's just going to be alcohol in your system.
Right.
right? So, I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. You just don't be fucking stupid with it.
Gotcha.
Know? You know, if I know I got to be up at early,
right? You're not going to be drinking until 4.
Yeah, to be up at 5.
Yeah,
or 4:30,
or 4:05.
Yeah. As the experience said, but yeah, no. So mixing, I don't know. You mix, or mixing in the same glass.
Okay, yeah, that's a big deal because, like,
I mean,
what goes in a cement mixer?
That's not beer and liquor, though.
Oh, okay.
And that's not even 2 liquors. That's lime juice and Bailey's Irish Cream.
What? No.
Yeah.
Cement mixer?
Yeah. Yes.
No, that's Bailey's in a beer.
No. You are inaccurate. You are misinformed.
Huh.
Don't argue with the bartender.
Because I always thought it was like a cement mixer involved cream.
Right, so here's the thing.
And so then that immediately hit your stomach and curdled. That's why it always sounded so disgusting.
And so you are somewhat on the right page, but not. So a cement mixer is 2 separate shot glasses. You have one that's like 3/4 filled with Bailey's and one that's like half to 3/4 filled with lime juice. And you take them separately, but you keep whatever you take first, you leave it in your mouth. And then you swirl it around. And it curdles there. And then you have to try and swallow.
No. What? Wait.
That's
I knew there was curdling involved, but that's disgusting.
Yeah. So that's why people do it for like 21st birthdays. It's not to
fuck with the person.
Yeah. It's like a prank shot.
It's like a prairie fire.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you have to try and swallow it. Not a lot of people do it.
Fuck, drink number 13.
People do it, but yeah. So, but like liquor and beer in the same glass. Now, in this state, Nebraska, it is not legal for me to put liquor and beer in the same container.
Right,
but.
I can
give it to you, and you can do it.
Yeah.
So like if you want a Boilermaker,
Boilermakers all day long.
Yeah, put some fucking hair on your ball. You got let's see, you got what fucking Irish Car Bomb.
Yeah.
So which also has Bailey's and will curdle if you let it sit. So
isn't that gonna sit in your stomach and curdle?
It makes it harder. Yes and no. It doesn't matter once it gets in you.
Sounds disgusting.
It makes it harder for you to
try and drink cottage cheese.
I wouldn't eat cottage cheese if I was starving and it was the only thing on the fucking planet. And if I ate it afterwards, I would have great sex with Angelina Jolie. I would throw the fucking cottage cheese out. That's how repulsive it is to me.
Have you ever tried it on a pizza flavored chip?
No.
It's delicious.
But I've had it in a lasagna.
Oh, gross.
No, it was actually pretty good. It's kind of,
So if it was in a lasagna and you got to fuck Angelina Jolie, you'd be okay with it. But if it was by itself, you'd throw it the fuck out.
If it's in a lasagna, I'll eat it regardless of... I'll fuck my hand afterwards. I don't give a shit.
Well, we know that.
Lasagna is good. But mixed with... But by itself. Kind of like we talked about chili and cinnamon rolls. I'll eat chili and then I'll eat cinnamon rolls, but I'm not gonna.
Fucking wrong.
I'm not gonna put them in the same fucking container.
Have you tried it?
Yes, I have. And the person who gave it to me was here earlier, dropping something off.
No, what is wrong with you? What? There is something wrong.
There's a lot.
Yeah, you're from the East Coast.
There's a lot wrong with me. The flavors to me don't like the sweet. The sweet and fucking meaty. I just can't Would you eat?
I would love to be described as sweet and meaty.
Let me ask you a question. And knowing you weird fuck, you would probably eat this. So, one of Chris's favorite things to eat is jerky. or beef sticks or whatever, stuff, shit like that.
Yeah.
All right, dip that shit in fucking chocolate.
It's delicious.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be. You would eat that
No,
shit.
it is delicious.
Oh, so you've done this?
Yeah.
There's somebody must
Nutella. They make it.
What? Oh, you put beef jerky in Nutella? Give me your fucking keys. You're out.
No.
Fuck out of here.
I signed the lease.
I know. God damn it. Beef jerky and Nutella.
Yeah. It's
no wonder you don't get laid.
That might be one reason.
Is that your opening? Is that your game?
Hey baby,
yeah.
You like Nutella and beef jerky?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do too.
Come on down.
No, I've never had that response.
I got some Slim Jims and Nutella in the basement. We can watch old cartoons on Netflix. Chill. I'm already chill.
That would be the best date ever.
Yeah. And yet here you are with me.
Yeah.
So that doesn't say a lot for me.
Okay, so what about mixing beer and beer?
Well, let me tell you.
Yeah, because
But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the beer and alcohol thing for one last deal.
All right. I'm gonna go back to the beer.
So the Irish Car Bomb to me tastes like chocolate milk.
Fucking gross.
Yeah, but it's delicious. But that's me. You can go ahead and eat your chili and cinnamon rolls. I'll be over here doing fucking
eating your dairy.
Yeah, you lactose intolerant fuck. That's why you're so thin.
Yeah.
You can't get nutrition from dairy. All it is tasty fat. That's what it is.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, so
I love it. I can't have it.
But well, you can. It's just a bad time afterwards.
That's also true.
We should run a promotion.
Alfredo, I'm looking forward to that though.
We should run a promotion to where
I have to eat a block of cheese.
Yeah, all of it in one sitting. Because you'd be constipated and like diarrhea at the same time.
No, it would. It might have to take place in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But we'll have confirmation that you did it.
Jesus.
No, okay. So back to mixing beer and liquor. So you get the car bombs. To me, it tastes like chocolate milk. One of the things we did in the Navy was Corona has, and I think I touched on this in an earlier episode. The guy that told me about it called it Corona Limone. It was taking Bacardi Limone and putting it in the vacant area in the long neck, the extra long neck of a Corona bottle, and so you're having a beer and a shot at the same time. And
right.
It not only is delicious, it is a super fucking efficient way to catch a buzz really quick. Like you getting ready to see family you haven't seen for a while. All right, yeah, give me one of those.
Now, why wasn't it lime? Why was it limone?
Because of the availability. There wasn't a lime-flavored rum that went... Yeah, so...
Well, there should be.
Well, there probably is by now.
Make it.
You told me you didn't want to go blind, so I'm not going to make a still now.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can tell you one.
Do you have one?
Yeah.
You have a full still?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to talk on the next break. Actually, after the show's pretty much getting close to being over by now. But mixing beer and beer. So I've been behind bars for a long time, and that doesn't mean locked up. That means working at various hospitality.
Andy Dufresne.
Yeah, no. I have been locked up, but not. It was brief.
It was the brig.
It was the brig. It was. Thank you for reminding me of that horrible time in my life. But
Were
no.
you fed?
Anyway, so
you were.
I worked a lot of restaurants, bars, both dive and like combination restaurant bars or bar and grills, and I've come across a lot of alcohol and a lot of different recipes, and a lot of times people had asked me for something that I had not heard of.
Can I have a Cosmo with the Metropolitan twist?
That's not beer, first off.
So people ask you stupid questions.
No, not
Or
stupid questions. Stuff that I haven't heard of.
Right.
You know, and then like, or I'd see a drink and it's a layered beer. Notably like a black and tan, which would be Guinness and Harp, both Irish beers.
Yeah.
And the irony of, and I believe I'm using irony in the correct fashion.
Correctly.
Is, and we're not going to go into the history of the IRA, but black and tan was the color of the uniform that the English used when they were fighting with Ireland.
So don't order that, or a green beer for that matter, you fucks. On St. Patrick's Day, don't do that shit. That's fucking...
Well, you know what's funny, though?
You know what St. Patrick's Day is in Ireland? It's another fucking day.
Yeah.
It's not cool. Don't do it.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. There's people there's places that offer black and tans as...
I know! As the special on that day, and they're fucking morons.
It is what it is, you know. But that aside, we're not getting off on that. We're gonna stay on topic.
Yeah, I'm not getting off on that. That's for sure.
Yeah. Come on. All right. So,
over here.
Yeah. But no. So, black and tan was actually pretty tasty. It's Harp with Guinness floated on it.
Right. I love Harp. I love Guinness. But
then we have
Harp's number 4.
There you go. Yeah. It almost looked like you were throwing up a gang sign right there. Just the way you... Yeah.
Number 4!
But don't you ever do that again. If you thought those slaps hurt, you have no idea what's going to come. So...
Not me.
I had heard... you just coughed into your girlfriend, so... what I had initially heard is it's called a preacher's collar. And then I guess geographically, like, drinks have different names.
Right.
So out here, I had heard it called a snake bite. It's essentially Guinness or another equally dark beer floated on a cider. So you have like a bitter and a sweet.
Yeah.
And when you tip the glass to drink it, you have both at the same time, and it makes they go together very, very, very well.
Okay, I'm going to digress for 1 second here.
If you go back to black and tans.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Go ahead.
You mentioned dark beer. It reminded me, my buddy who homebrews made a beer so dark that you could light a lighter on the back side of the glass and not see it through the liquid.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good.
Did he call it dark matter? He should have.
Fucking fired.
I'm gonna trademark that shit. Anyway, so layering beers. We got the black and blue, which is like a Guinness on top of Blue Moon. It's kind of the same idea.
Same idea.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Thundercloud is another one I heard out here. We have Boulevard Brewing. They have a wheat beer, and so.
Oh, Boulevard. That's the one that.
Yeah, that was Kansas City.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yes, it was your bad. It wasn't mine.
Yeah, no, we looked it up. We told them about it. It was wrong. I was wrong, and that's recorded now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm gonna use that as a soundbite. I'm gonna.
That's gonna be your fucking ringtone.
I'm gonna be
for me.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
And that's recorded now. Yeah. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right. So moving right along because we're getting close.
Happy birthday, Christmas, and everything else. Kwanzaa, that's in there too.
Forever.
Easter.
Forever. Yeah. No. Thank you for that. Thank you. This is my happy sound. I have to use it. I can't not do it, dude. These things are sitting right here.
Now you know why Steve likes them so much.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. I don't have the yay. I don't have it. It's not one of these.
Yay.
No. Not. It's good. It's a good yay.
That's really close.
That is a good yay.
That's really close.
It's not the same. But it's good. So to wrap up, we're going to talk a little bit about...
this might be a two-parter.
No, we'll just knock down the right side of that barrier.
All right, yeah.
Advertising doesn't seem to be what it used to be. I used to see a lot of girls in bikinis. Now I still do, but
they're never actually drinking the beer.
Well, yeah, I guess that's stipulation.
Yeah.
Like you can't be actually imbibing the alcohol at that point. But the evolution of the advertising, especially with the Super Bowl, we had the Bud Bowl. I mean, Budweiser's been all over the Super Bowl for years and years and years and whatnot. But back to Budweiser. They had all their characters. They had Spuds McKenzie.
Yeah, that's the thing is they could do a whole fucking revival right now if they were just like did an ad campaign of whatever happened to Spuds McKenzie. Well, he was a dog. He's probably not alive now.
He's probably dead.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a cute little shit though.
Yeah.
Boston
but they
Terrier,
could
man.
do like a whole thing, whatever happened to Spuds McKenzie, and whoever knows who that is
Like a
gonna be like,
VH1 fucking
right? Like,
where are they now?
yeah.
Type of deal. Yeah.
And whoever knows who that is would automatically be reminded of
Right.
Budweiser.
Right. Exactly.
Like they have all of that, but
then they had Frankie and Louie, which were the chameleons that were sitting on the log.
Yeah, and the frogs.
And the frogs, the Budweiser frogs. Yeah, I mean, that was awful, but I just felt the need to do that. I just couldn't help myself.
Was that?
Yeah, that was a good one. I totally forgot about that one. That one. That was a good one.
Right?
And then, what else do they have?
So they're basically gearing their advertising towards kids with these animals that talk.
Yeah, and then or childish adults like we are. And then one of the new things that's sweeping, and I'll have to show you video of this. I can't believe you've never seen any of these commercials.
Yeah, you told me about this, and I was like, I looked at him like I'm looking at a fucking Frank Lloyd Wright blueprint. I'm like, what?
That was just downright esoteric.
Is that bad? I know what the word means.
I know you know what the word means.
I read.
He just had this blank stare like I just was speaking fucking Hindi and he had no idea what I was talking about. But what I'm getting at is I wrote down on the show notes, I wrote down the words dilly dilly. And he's like, what the fuck is that? And I was like I looked at him the same way he looked at me when he said that. I was just like, I was so dumbfounded. I could not believe he had never seen it. And I don't watch a lot of television.
Right, but you work behind one or in front of one.
I work in front of one.
They're always there.
But there's no sound on that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, still.
Yeah. But it was during the Super Bowl in which I had seen these commercials first.
Okay, that
and you don't sports.
Way more sense now.
And you don't sports, so you didn't watch the Super Bowl because you don't fucking care.
Well, I care if it's one of my friends' teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Chris Logic. So, yeah.
I'm going to change my Facebook name now.
No.
Yes.
Because
yeah, I can do that.
It's not. It's
legal.
For fuck's sake! All right, you know what? With that being said, I think we about made our point on that, and we did it pretty much in one fell swoop.
Yeah, it was pretty well. Except for,
the stuff that we didn't talk about, which is little, but
when we do a podcast,
yeah, we're running a little long there, so yeah.
When we do a podcast,
yeah,
we don't always do podcasts,
yeah,
but when we do,
yeah, what do we do? Now you see where you're going. I want you to finish this.
We drink Dos Equis, is that right?
No, we don't. We don't drink Dos. He's trying to emulate the most interesting man in the world, and
I've been doing that for years, and he would be falling short forever.
He would be very interesting for a mental health professional. He might be the most interesting subject matter for a mental health professional in the world.
Oh, yeah, but you let me live with you.
Yeah, not.
All right, kids.
I'm gonna, you know what? We're gonna do an episode.
Facebooks.
Well, I'm gonna splice out all the sighs,
and I'm just do one episode of sighs.
Yeah, it's just mixed sighing at Chris.
That's gonna be a Patreon special.
I don't even know if it's worth it. Yes. For fuck's sake! All right, and so anyway,
I'll do the work.
So at any rate, we're gonna sign off here. Thanks for listening. Appreciate your time, and be sure to. Sign up on the webpage.
Yeah, check out our various social media. I mean, it's
starting to use Instagram more.
Instagram, actually using it.
I put a picture up in the last week and a half.
We're on what? TuneIn?
Yeah, TuneIn,
Stitcher.
Yep.
YouTube.
Google Play.
On there.
Fucking iTunes.
Yeah, we're on iTunes. Please subscribe. That helps us a lot. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Like he said, the Twitter, the Facebook, and
again, I didn't say, but yeah.
Oh, well, maybe, yeah. I don't know. I was just excited.
No, we usually do that in that order. And
yeah.
We didn't.
Thanks again for your time, and hopefully, fuck it. Listen to us. Yeah. Tell your friends.
Yeah. You'll hear us later.
Yay!
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.